Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of a potential $1 trillion link between Quant and the Bank of England. So before we talk about the main story today, I'd like to show you a clip of the Quant CEO, Gilbert Verdian, going into detail and providing insights in regards to the use cases of Quant and how the use cases of Quant could be widely incorporated across economies around the world.
So we're a technology company where we are the infrastructure and the platform to be able to use different types of digital assets, interoperate with different types of blockchain networks, but also integrate very seamlessly for banks, central banks and institutions into their payment flows, into their banking flows and into their core banking. So we are the world leading in this space and we're quite proud of the work that we've done with central banks like the Bank of England and helping shape the future of what digital assets and tokenized money is going to look like.
So as detailed by Verdian, Quant is at the centre of a number of developments, especially surrounding developments involving financial activities across a number of nations around the world, and this also sees Quant also being at the centre of cbdc infrastructure developments. So with the majority of central banks, especially the G20 central banks, looking to roll out their own CBDC in the near future, the likes of the Bank of England have actually come forward and have actually made it public that they are carrying out research surrounding prototype CBDCs. So at the moment, the Bank of England holds over £1 trillion worth of funds on its balance sheet. So what does this all mean for Quant? So the Bank of England have actually collaborated with Quant in a number of initiatives and developments, where one development Quant and the Bank of England have collaborated is during the Project Rosalind initiative, where the Project Rosalind initiative involved the joint collaboration between the Bank of England, the Bank for International Settlement and Quant, organising developments in view of CBDC developments and protocols, where this development oversaw the rolling out and the utility of API gateways, where the provisioning and the rolling out of API gateways saw the development of a prototype API gateway. And this prototype was actually built and based on the offerings provided by overledger. So in sense, this protocol saw the leveraging of Quant's overledger to provide and to experiment whether CBDC infrastructure can interoperate and interact at any given time. So the Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian actually highlighted to this direct partnership, where in a thread provided on LinkedIn, he actually demonstrated and highlighted to how the Bank of England, Quant and the Bank for International Settlement have actually collaborated in a two-tier distributed model in view of developments for a retail CBDC, and how these CBDC developments could see interoperability and interactions between varying bodies within the financial sphere. So with the Bank of England actually noting to how the findings and the developments they oversaw during Project Rosalind, which was a resounding success, could be incorporated into the design of an API layer for the UK CBDC. So this could be quite significant for Quant, as I mentioned, Quant was at the centre of this API development. So this could potentially see the Bank of England potentially partnering with Quant in view of CBDC developments. So this isn't the only direct affiliation Quant has in regards to CBDC developments in the UK, where Quant have actually collaborated with other financial institutions in the UK and financial bodies, including the Digital Pound Foundation, where the Digital Pound Foundation is a joint collaboration between a number of stakeholders within a number of industries in view of providing support to the Bank of England for CBDC developments. So on the Digital Pound Foundation includes Quant. So this sees Quant actually collaborating and providing further insights in regards to CBDC developments through the Digital Pound Foundation to the Bank of England. So this could potentially see Quant becoming more highly integrated and used for developments across the UK for the future, especially in terms of financial infrastructure and development. So very exciting, and it'll be interesting to see how things play out over the long run and whether financial developments will increase over time. So this tweet here actually details to how interoperability will become very important, especially when varying countries around the world roll out their own CBDC, where each country's CBDC ledger will be backed most likely by a different innovation and technology. So this will mean that some sort of innovation would be required to allow for such CBDC ledgers to interact and interoperate. So Quant could be the answer to this potential dilemma, and this is a nice diagrammatic illustration of how CBDCs will eventually need to interact and interoperate with not just other CBDCs but also with retail banks. And the arrows here also indicate to the importance of some type of framework to allow for interoperability, and again, overledger could be the answer to this potential dilemma and use case and need. So it'll be interesting to see how this CBDC architecture model plays out and whether overledger and Quant will play a centerpiece in such developments, especially over the long run, and as CBDCs and other financial developments become a reality in the near future. So this article here actually also highlights how the Bank of England are set to incorporate blockchain infrastructure into its real-time growth settlement framework, where the main reason as to why the Bank of England may choose to roll out blockchain innovations into their RTGS system is due to the benefits blockchain provides, most notably blockchain providing high scalability and lower fees. So this means that the likes of the Bank of England can enable large sums of value being sent between their varying branches or to retail banks quite seamlessly and at lower costs compared to the current traditional RTGS system protocol. So we'll see how this plays out, but it'll be interesting to see whether the Bank of England choose to integrate some sort of API gateway to facilitate interoperability with their blockchain branch of RTGS, and whether the blockchain branch of the RTGS system protocol will have to have some type of connectivity with other frameworks provided by banks within the UK and with other banking infrastructure and innovations provided by the Bank of England. So very exciting, and we'll see how things play out and whether Quant will be at the center of this development and initiative as well. So this is a list of organizations which have a direct affiliation with Quant, and the organizations which are actively working with Quant in view of a number of initiatives, including the Bank of England, Oracle, LAC Chain, Nexi, and Quant also being an ISO compliant network. So very exciting, and it's quite unique in terms of the wide scale utility Quant's innovations have, and there's not too many other projects in the marketplace that have this degree of partnership with some of the biggest financial bodies around the world, including, for example, Oracle, where Oracle is actually harnessing overledger into their own software application. So it goes to show how effective and how useful Quant's innovations can be, and what this could mean for a number of developments around the world. So this is a nice diagrammatic illustration of the utility of overledger and how overledger could be at the center of providing API gateways to a number of industries around the world, including financial institutions, including central banks and retail banks, blockchain infrastructure, where Quant could be at the center of providing connectivity between varying blockchain networks, including public and private blockchains, and also being at the center of supply chain activities and payment architecture. So it'll be interesting to see whether Quant will be at the center of all of these industries, and whether Quant will be harnessed into the likes of banking infrastructure in the case of central banking and retail banks. So this is a landing page on the Quant website where they discuss too how Quant bolsters DLT security and interoperability with secure asset transfer protocol, where not only does Quant's overledger provide the capacity to enable assets to be exchanged between varying DLTs at a given time via its interoperability framework, these actions can be enabled and verified in a secure manner. So when information is sent between varying bodies and networks, these actions can be facilitated in a secure manner without information or datasets being hacked or stolen at any given time. So another exciting and effective use case surrounding Quant's innovations, including overledger in this example. So this is a nice diagrammatic illustration of the use cases Quant's innovations can provide, most notably overledger, and it goes to show how Quant is one of few projects that can provide universal interoperability and also allow for assets to be exchanged in a secure manner. So with all of these highly attractive features synonymous with Quant. Quant could be at the center of being utilized by a number of financial bodies and bodies from varying other industries for years to come. What are your thoughts on Quant? Do you think the Bank of England and Quant will work together? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.